Hello, hello, it's Rebecca from Adventures in Nutrition. How are you doing today or this evening, wherever you are seeing this video from around the world? I thank you so much for watching. So today I want to talk about the struggle with weight loss. You know, we all love a good story, right? I've been drawn to those kind of success stories for years. And a lot of times we think about what is success if you didn't have to struggle? And in part, that's kind of true. We always look at where was the person, what are all of the things that they had to go through. For weight loss, for example, a lot of times it's all about the struggle. It's all about the grind and how many hours they put in and everything that they did, and it was hard, and oh, but they made it. The success story in them was they made it. Have you ever heard of anyone who ever said to you, I didn't struggle at all. I decided one day that I wanted to lose 75 pounds and I didn't really encounter any obstacles. It was fantastic. Had a fantastic journey. Did you ever hear anyone? I never did. I don't have that kind of journey that I can tell you about. Oh yeah, it was fabulous. I never got frustrated. I learned early on how to deal with all of the mental stuff. No, I didn't have that kind of journey. So I think in some ways as humans, maybe we are kind of drawn to the struggle piece of it. Maybe it helps us celebrate a little bit more because, well, after all, we've struggled, they struggled. And so if they can do it, we can do it, right? Because that's what that means, right? We look for the proof, the social proof that says, well, that's where they were and they did it. And so that means that I can do it too. We all do this, but we don't really have to see things as a struggle. That's kind of like an error in thinking. That's an old pattern way of thinking about things and saying, well, I had to struggle to do it. Well, certainly we have to learn things along the way. Certainly there is a lot of feedback. There might be some feedback that we don't like. There might be some lessons that we weren't ready to learn. We might have gotten frustrated. But the idea of a struggle, does it make us a better, more triumphant person if the struggle resonates with us? So I think maybe the word struggle perhaps is one word that we should really eliminate really when it comes to weight loss. I think because if we have that association early on, oh, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle to lose weight. But I gotta do it. But it's gonna be hard. I've tried in the past, and it was a struggle then too. Do you see? You could literally talk yourself out of getting started long before you actually even start. Do you see where I'm going with that? So I think when we have these ideas that something, well, they struggled and so I'm probably going to struggle, but hey, but look at their success. But the thing is our focus probably never remains on the successful part of it. A lot of times our focus remains on the struggle part of it. And as long as that focus is on the struggle, that's where things keep going. That's where the focus is. And so that's where we stay a lot of the times. A lot of times there is a mini success, but because we're so focused on the struggle that we forgot about the success, the 5 pounds, the 2 pounds. No, if the scale went up 2 pounds, all hell breaks loose. So I think that it is better to focus on the end result, not what you have to quote go through to get to the end result, because we all kind of sort of have to go through things, right? If you go to school and you decide that you want to study business, for example, it's going to take you 4 years. You envision how long it's going to take you, the classes. But do you consider mostly that you're going to struggle your way through? Probably not. Okay, I'll admit there were some classes. There were a couple of classes. Maybe like operations management for me was a little tougher, and it probably had to do with the fact that I was working 50 hours a week and taking 3 classes. And maybe that class was kind of a little bit of a struggle, but overall, other than juggling the schedule with work, I don't really say that I didn't see it as a struggle. I worked full time, I went to school full time, my schedule was really tight. Was there massive success at the end? Absolutely. But there was not a lot of struggle, I guess, involved in my mind. And so I thought in terms of weight loss, like, why does it, when it has to do with health or weight loss specifically, what is it about weight loss in general, about reaching a healthy weight, that causes us to automatically go into this mode of resistance, of the struggle, of it's hard, I gotta do all this stuff, I gotta give up all of these wonderful things? Who said it had to be like that? I want you to be open to the possibility that it really doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't. I wish I had known back then, before I even contemplated my first weight loss plan, the things that I know today. Things would have been a lot different. I wouldn't have bounced around on my weight so much, and the changes would not have been so drastic. I could lose weight, but I would also gain it back, and then some, so that I'd go like past the starting line. I could be alone in that, but I have a feeling that I'm not alone. But I want you to know today that, number one, it doesn't have to be a struggle. That's not how we have to look at things. We can find ways to incorporate joy. We can focus on the freedom that this amazing transformation of being in a healthier body at a healthier weight brings us. What would it bring you? What would being at a healthy weight bring you? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever lived in that moment? Have you ever sat down and just closed your eyes and had a vision and thought, what would I do if I was at a healthier weight? Who would I be? How would I feel? How would I live differently? Maybe now it's time to think about that. Maybe now it's time to work with someone who can show you exactly how that can be done, how you can think about things differently as opposed to dreading the process, struggling through the process. So let's do this. Let's set a time and chat about where you are currently and where you want to go. Let's talk about your vision for the healthy body that you have in mind. This is not about perfection. This is not about looking like your next door neighbor or the gal down the street. This is about how you want to feel. How you want to feel every day for the rest of your life. You were meant for more, you know. You can start by picking up my resource at www.adventuresinnutrition.com/5 things. I will put the link at the end of this video. And also in that resource, you will find a link to my scheduler where you can set up a time for us to chat about where you are and where you want to go. I look forward to talking with you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.